Good morning, it's Phil McPhail here, and today we're going to look at 207 acres on the Carson Road in Calais. We're driving in here this morning and we saw a big tom turkey just as we turned onto the road, and in a few minutes we'll be arriving at the 207 acres. Good morning, hi, Phil McPhail here, and we've arrived at this 207 acres here in the town of Calais. This property is quite remote back here in the woods. There's a fair amount of timber on here. We've got a lot of information that we can send you if you're interested in the timber and some forestry reports. Property fronts on Beaver Brook, and we're going to show you some of that here today. This is a nice piece of land, nice mix of spruce, pine, birch, red maples, a little bit of everything on this piece of property. So let's go take a look at it together right now. This property here in Calais on Carson Road, this is the old Carson Road. This is a discontinued trail pretty much now, passable by SUV and pickup trucks. This land's been utilized for timber investment for quite a few years. You can see evidence of old harvest, although there's a lot of wood here that's growing back and it's growing very well. Could be harvested again now. And again, we have some more information if you'd like to see that. Seems to be pretty typical of this property, this coastal spruce and balsam fir, anywhere from 4 to 14, 15 inches in diameter. Coastal wood tends to be a little shorter than wood inland. And like I said, we're only a couple miles from the coast of Maine at this location. If you're a hunter, this is some really heavily thick habitat. Doing some openings in here would certainly improve it. Black bear will do quite well here. It's very dense spruce fir forest. We saw a nice turkey on the ride in here this morning on the Carson Road. So turkey hunting can be very good in this region of Maine. White-tailed deer are also found here. And again, you'd probably want to open some of this up. It's very thick forest. The trail crossing here on a little tributary to Beaver Brook. That runs through the middle of the property. It's kind of a diverse habitat here of that spruce fir forest. Fair amount of wetlands on this property and adjacent to it. You're going to find moose out here. Like I said, whitetail. And you get out into the open part of the Beaver Brook and you'll probably find quite a bit of duck hunting out there as well. Not far from the property here in Calais is a Moosehorn National Wildlife Refuge, and that's in 3 pieces. Consisting of about 30,000 acres of land. There's an amazing amount of habitat there for upland birds, and they manage it for that and in many parts of it. They do controlled burns and limited harvesting to keep a young forest growing there for American woodcock, ruffed grouse, and a lot of other upland birds. And about 1/3 of their acreage in the refuge, they've got it pretty much no impact at all. You can hike it, but you can't even ride a bicycle in it. And that 10,000 acres or so is being managed as old growth forest. So if you're down here in this area of Calais and you own a property like this, day trip over to the Moosehorn Reserve and do some hiking through the trails there. There's many hiking trails, observation places where you can watch wildlife. Just a beautiful place. While we're only a few miles off US Route 1, what's really amazing about this property here on Carson Road is how quiet it is. The only thing you can hear out here are the birds singing and the crickets. An occasional drone that we're flying down the road here, but beautiful piece of property out in the middle of the woods, but not too far from civilization. Now right here on the side of the old Carson Road, you can see that the moose have been active. You're rubbing these small maples. A lot of the ground in here, it's rocky, but it's pretty level. There's not a lot of change elevation, so walking through the woods here isn't too bad. You see a lot of this young birch is coming up in the spruce and fir. And this is pretty typical of the upland parts of this property. You'll see in the aerial imagery that there's a fair amount of open wetlands, some nice diverse habitat. Moss covered ground here, very quiet place to walk. And you can see, again, the soils here are supposed to be rocky, and you definitely can see that they are. But again, it's a very thick forest. Certainly could use a timber harvest to thin this out, open up some new forest growth. It's up to you. If you purchase this property, you can do what you want with it. Okay, that wraps up our tour here on site of this 207 acres. We're going to look around Calais and the coast of Maine a little bit, and we're going to go visit with Debbie Holmes. Debbie actually is the listing agent of this property, and you can reach her here. Here's her contact information up above. So if you want more details, give Debbie a call. Let us know if you got any questions here, put it in the comments down below, or give us a call. And while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We're not too far from the city of Calais, and Calais is the third smallest city in the state of Maine. It's a border town with St. Stephen, New Brunswick. The population of Calais is just over 3,000. There's a lot of services here, from hospital to restaurants and convenience stores and Walmart, a little bit of everything here for you. Calais is separated from St. Stephen, New Brunswick by the St. Croix River. There's a beautiful little pier down here in town, and nice place to come do a little fishing right from the shore. Hey Debbie, tell us a little bit about the city of Calais in Washington County.
Calais is one of two cities in Washington County. They wanted it to be the original
county seat.
County seat, thank you. And somehow it ended up being in Machias, but it's a border town, and there's, I think, 2 or 3 crossings into Canada from there. Although this past year we haven't been able to go into Canada because of COVID, but it's a big shipping route, and it services most of Washington County for shopping. They have, you know, the Walmart and Tractor Supply. And there is a branch of the district court in Calais. Of course, the St. Croix River is one of the borders for between Canada and Maine.
Debbie, thanks for giving us a little bit of history on Calais and the property there we're offering for sale that you have listed. Tell the people how to get a hold of you.
Just call me at this number here, 207-461-6473. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. Ring the bell.
We're on the Carson Road, and there is there's a turkey. He's pretty excited to see somebody. He's gonna play basketball. Look at him fanned right out. Someone forgot to tell him it's still turkey season. Hold on.